Hello everyone, welcome to JCF Weekly. I'm the founder of Joint Commonwealth Fund, or JCF, Shen Hu, and the main speaker of this JCF Weekly. So this week, I think we will be changing a bit of our format. We used to be broadcasting every weekly in about 9 a.m. in Taiwan time, but now, which is +8 GMT +8. Okay, but now what we like to do is to do a bit of change to maybe to shift the English version of this to a later time, so that people in the other hemisphere, Europe, America, may also be able to see our live our recordings at a time convenient to them. And secondly, I'd like to maybe change a bit of our format into talk more about daily events and how you might relate to cryptocurrency and what its impact to us. So for today, actually, I would like to begin with sharing a story that just happened yesterday, in fact. So what happened is I have this other company that's trying to receive PayPal transactions. And because we are based in Taiwan, and to receive PayPal payment, you need to have a corresponding bank open in Taiwan. So although we already have our bank accounts, but in order to receive PayPal payments, we have to open a new account at a particular specific bank. So I went there actually a couple of weeks ago to open an account. Well, the lady at the counter asked me, I thought I brought all the relevant necessary documents. But she was just saying, okay, to open up a bank, because now we have new anti-money laundering, laws, regulations in place. So you might need to wait 1 to 2 weeks of time, and we will need to check your company registration with our, we will send a guy to check if you are a true company registered there, and also, we need documents, this and that. So, I was short of maybe a contract signed between us and the landlord. So that was sort of a point that she was sort of saying, you will not be able to. We cannot open your account for you now. So I got really frustrated and asked her manager to come. And after discussing and explaining that we already have another bank account, okay, at another bank, so we already passed all these things. We just need this other account to receive PayPal payments. Okay, then they understood. So and then started the process. Then a few days ago, this guy from the bank came to visit us, and because this is to explain, because my companies, has mostly been working in a remote fashion. We have people all over different places, and we work mostly at home, although we do meet up regularly in person. But essentially, we work at home at co-working spaces. So, when they're trying to check my address, the guy from the bank has to come to visit me at my house, at my place. So, I treated him, and he was looking and taking pictures and asking questions like what we do. Okay, but after he returned, he was seems all right. But yesterday I got this call, another guy from the bank saying that we sent our guy to your place, but we didn't see any company sign at your door. There's no company sign. So what he was trying to say is that we cannot be sure if you're a real company or not, and we rather not open an account for you. So this is actually quite frustrated, because all we want to do is just to receive some PayPal payment, but it has to go through this long, laborious process of opening up accounts, getting checked, getting verified, and after several attempts and even a lot of goodwill. But the banks, they are looking, and I have to clarify this, I'm not blaming them, not blaming the guys. I think they are, quite good people, hardworking, and they're just doing their job. The problem is that, the current banking system is set up in such a way that it treats everyone as a potential theft and tries to check if if you're going to do something bad, and it's placing a lot of checks, a lot of manpower also into making sure that people are not breaking the laws or not doing anything bad. But this all brings the cost in terms of human, in terms of time, in terms of money to a really big level. What happens is actually there are much better ways now thanks to technologies, such as one of the things like what's called KYC, know your customer. This is actually a term borrowed from the banks, that also the crypto crypto space we use this. But there are very good KYC approaches that can pretty much verify a person's identity. And also the technology blockchain itself, if you dig a little deeper to its core characteristics, you will realize that it's basically a mechanism to be able to make transaction transparent and and easily verifiable. And of course, there's like digital signature technologies that can also be used to verify a person's identity, verify the validity of documents without having to stamps all over the place. So I mean, these things actually can be much more improved if with the right adoption of technologies, but we don't see that. And what's frustrating to me a lot of times is that like the other day I went to the bank just to sort of add another direct transfer account to our bank so that we can send payments to another account. Just this action alone took 1 hour from entering the bank until I leave, just to add this, including waiting, including verification of documents, identity, etc. 1 hour spent just to do this small single thing. So I nowadays I really am afraid to go to banks to go through all the bureaucracies and all the bureaucratic process. And I think this is an area where people might be underlooked, but not a lot of people are realizing this. But like technologies like blockchains, like cryptos, what it does is it's going to facilitate and automate much of these hurdles away. Okay, save human time, human labor, and also do a much accurate error-proof job. So I think this is part of the reason why we also started JCF. Okay, because what we're seeing now is, I mean, although the banks, the banking, the financial systems, although they may not be as efficient or as friendly as it might have been, they are still very powerful, and rich as well in terms of the amount of the leverage and resources that they have, towards ordinary people or citizens. But I believe that, at some point, people will be fed up with this. They will want better solutions. They will want faster and more efficient processes. They will want to be treated more kindly and humanely, okay, as opposed to be, treated as criminals. And I believe there is a space with much of this improvement ahead. And it will start with new technologies such as blockchains and cryptocurrencies. So if going back to my example of just, trying to receive a payment from PayPal, and, PayPal got started because it wanted to make transactions, easier, faster than traditional bank wiring system. But cryptocurrency actually improved upon that even one level further, which is, if there is someone who wants to buy something from me, then, it has gone from doing a bank transfer, to maybe going through PayPal. And now if it's through cryptocurrency, what happens is it can actually, just send to my address, and I will be receiving that immediately and very cost effectively. So that actually would cut off all the middlemen in between and all these laborious process, time, and costs that's involved currently. So that's a bit of the reason happening of what I'd like to share, and maybe to also to bring some more understandings about what cryptocurrency really is about, how it might potentially be impacting our lives, and why I believe maybe it's time we should be looking at looking forward to some kind of crypto banks. Okay, so that's it for today's JCF Weekly. If you like our content, please like us in our Facebook group or our YouTube channel, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.